What's up everyone, I'm Jay, and today I will show you how to install Project Eris properly and how to add games and how to add box arts properly and working. First of all, you have to download from the Project Eris main page the Project Eris upgrade download. This one, Project Eris version 1 upgrade package download for the first step. Second, you have to format to FAT32 and volume label Sony and only Sony and click start. Later on the video you can convert it into NTFS and upgrade it to a larger hard drive or SSD that is compatible with the PlayStation 1 Classic. So now I will open it. I have already downloaded the Project Eris version 1 update. I will drag and drop into my root of my USB drive. No. So, after all the process is done, we have to unplug the USB, plug it into PlayStation 1 Classic, wait until the USB turns red if it has an indicator. Then you open the PlayStation 1 Classic and wait until the Project Eris is successfully installed into PlayStation 1 Classic. After installation, you have to remove the USB and insert it back in the laptop or your PC to continue all the process. And if you want to drag and drop the files from the USB to the desktop, reformat it into NTFS and install it in a bigger HD or SSD. So the USB is only for the start. It can be up to 4 GB to 64 GB. And then you can transfer into an NTFS, USB, SSD or HDD bigger than 64 GB. And you can do your own project, do your own games, that's up to you. So, 60 seconds. What else? I have all the links down in the description. And for any questions, just drop it down below in the comment section and I will return an answer. So 1:30. That's my game around here. I will eject it. I have this purchased from the eBay, but because I have a European console I cannot play it, so I made the physical copy. And now I am able to play through the PlayStation 1 Classic because there is no limited restrictions over the countries. Perfect. BenQ 9.1 megabytes. It's slow as fuck. It's very easy and very simple, but it can be complex in the RetroArch section with the course, the setting up. It's a little bit tricky there, but let's leave this for now. Come on, 20 seconds. All set, we're done. Close, save, remove, eject it, and now let's go to my PlayStation 1 Classic and continue the process. Project Eris load screen. As you can see, creating file system backup. Okay, now creating recovery partition backup. Perfect. Now, unplug the USB from the PlayStation 1 Classic, put it in the PC, and continue the process from there. So now, guys, let's go and drag and drop all those from the root of the Sony FAT32 USB. Cut, paste, wherever you want. For my convenience, I just drag and drop it in my root of my desktop. %. Now let's go into this PC, format it again, but now format it in NTFS because the project Eris runs with NTFS and sometimes exFAT, it depends on the USB. So quick format, yes. By the way, I use Intenso USBs. This one is 128 gigabytes and it runs smoothly. And this one I have right here is Intenso, Aluline, it's the brand, as I remember. And it is 16 gigabyte and it runs smoothly. Okay, and now let's go open again, copy, cut, and paste into the NTFS new Sony directory USB. It's successfully transferred. So now go to the project Eris, open the project Eris user interface, go to the Sony and make a new folder called games. In this folder create a folder called number 1 or as many games as you have. I will delete this one, that one, okay. Perfect. Now close it. My USB drive is in Sony directory E. Perfect. I will choose it. I will choose the .bin, edit game and box art. In the search bar, I will type my game and select my cover art. Now copy the information, click using this click button, save as, make sure it's your game directory that you put your game, click save, the same as the box art, save, perfect, hold on a moment, perfect, close this one. Remember, you have to rename the Q file as the PNG. If the Q file is something like this one, like that one, as you can see an error shows up. So you have to go to the queue, auto rename or manually rename and click yes, no issues detected. So now generate database, automatic, as you can see PlayStation Need for Speed 2 and nope. So we are good, yes, can click generate. Perfect. Now we'll have to unplug it and put it back in the PlayStation 1. So now I put my USB back into the PlayStation 1 Classic. press cross in the project Eris. Let's check if our game is here. It's here, but if it's not here, you have to go in the folder menu, select the folder that you created. If it's not there, press square for new. Add or remove games, and as you can see, it's blank. Now it's brighter. So press the options or start menu. Options if you use a PS4 controller. And now press confirm and wait. Now press circle, click on yes, and basically enable your game manually to show here. So now we'll press cross and wait for the first time to load up. That depends on your USB you are using, if it's USB 2 or USB 3. As you can see, it opens. And it works. Perfect. Thank you for watching. Let's go back in my PC. So that's it. If you want to add more games, you have to repeat the process and rename the folder to 2, 3, into 100, whatever you want, or 1000, 1 million. That's impossible. But I'll say it for example. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will come back with more videos per week. Thank you for watching again. Have a nice day.